Hey, how's it going? Ray Reese here, personal training manager, Anytime Fitness, Chestnut Hill. All right, so we've got a little something different today. Normally, I'm demonstrating a workout and then explaining to you how to do the respective moves. Today, we want to go over sort of fitness and workload philosophy, like how much work should you be doing in your workouts. So with that, you would need to know two things. One, you need to know how much you weigh. Two, you would need to know how much you are comfortable sort of lifting. Because fitness, in layman's terms, in fairly reductionist terms, is a measurement of how much work you can do relative to your body weight. So, for example, if someone weighed 100 pounds and they could lift 150 pounds, but somebody else weighs 200 pounds and they could lift 400 pounds, technically the 200-pound person is more fit because their ratio of work to body weight is greater. So like the first person is able to move 1.5 times their body weight. The second person is able to move twice as much, so 2 to 1. So it's not how much you weigh as much as how much work you can do versus your body weight, all right? Now, your total volume, meaning the amount of work, illustrated in pounds that you did. Like how many, if you, so I've got two 15-pound dumbbells here, right? So together they weigh 30 pounds. If during the course of my workout, I've moved those dumbbells 100 times, that'll be 3,000 pounds worth of work that I did, right? That'll be my volume of work. Now, that being said, like I said, the average person just starting out, their volume of work to their body weight is usually probably gonna be around 10 to 1. So if they weigh 200 pounds, you could probably expect that person to be able to move 2,000 pounds in some combination of exercises. I should mention this is relative to a full body workout. It doesn't mean that you should be able to do 10 times your body weight with your legs and 10 times your body weight doing arm curls. You know, that's not, it's relative to a full body compound workout. What you would want to strive for is to get as close to 50 times your body weight as possible. And then eventually, maybe 100 times your body weight. But either way, you want to know where you are right now and then just get a little bit more next time. So if you weigh 150 pounds and you do 1,500 pounds worth of, lifting, then you'll have a ratio of 10 to 1. However, next time, maybe you do 1,510 pounds. And then the next time, assuming you're giving yourself enough rest, at least a day or two in between, you're gonna aim for maybe 1,600, so on and so forth, making incremental progress. Now, why would I want to know and or do all of this stupid math? Because in order to get any result, like anywhere, there is a definitive amount of work that you have to do in order to get there. And there's no shortcuts. You have to do, like if whatever your regular job is, you know that if you have 500 documents that you've got to get out by the end of the work week, then automatically you know that you've got to get at least 100 documents out every day, or you got to get 250 documents out on 2 different days, right? But either way, doing 60 documents a day isn't going to get you to your 500 document goal. Or doing 100 documents, but doing them so poorly that you have to redo them next week. If you do them halfway, you only have half the material in the documents, it's not going to be worth anything, right? So your desired result has a required amount of effort, regardless, right? And the easiest way to gauge that is if you know how much work you're able to do versus how much you weigh. What that ratio is. Being able to move 1 time your body weight within a minute, awesome. So for like each minute of your workout, for each minute that you were on the clock doing a workout, you should be able to move 1 time your body weight. So that means that if you started at noon and you got done working out at 12:30, you would hopefully have been able to move 30 times your body weight. In an hour, hopefully 50 times your body weight. So, using my example of these 15 pounders, they weigh 30 pounds combined. I weigh 275. We're gonna round it up to 300 and make the math easier, right? So if in an hour, I wanted to get 50 times my body weight, that means that I have to move 15,000 pounds, all right? So 15,000 pounds divided by 30 equals 500. So I would have to do at least 500 repetitions, right? 500 repetitions of exercises. So let's say I had 5 exercises. I would have to do 100 repetitions of each exercise. So maybe 5 sets of 20, right? And if you look, back in our video section, or even if you're seeing this on YouTube, I have a list of 5 basic exercises that you can do, all right? Now, there's a number of different exercises that you can do, but as a refresher, that basic 5, right, is squats, wide row, a wide floor press or chest press, a narrow row, and then an overhead press, which can be wide or narrow, all right? So, you'd want to be able to know that. Now, listen, there isn't a right or wrong starting amount, but you want to know how much work you're doing so that you can progress. You're probably going to start off 10 times your body weight. You want to hopefully get to 50 times your body weight, maybe 100. Now again, this is assuming you are doing a full body workout, that you are doing it, that you're doing a full body workout, that you are doing it maybe 3 times a week with 1 to 2 days rest in between. And yeah, you know, if however, you're like me and you do a body part per day, you're probably gonna be looking at about 25 times to 50 for that body part. And then switching it up, you know, on a daily basis. All right, so see, importance of fine. Yeah, I mean, just think of it, like I said, in practical terms. If you've got dishes, if you've got workload at work, if you've got errands to run, there is an amount of work and effort and energy that you have to do in order to get to that goal. There are no shortcuts, right? So, for example, if doing a squat, or let's say if doing a lunge, doing a full lunge or split squat, alternating split squat, let's say hypothetically, completely hypothetically, because this isn't exact. If I did, let's say a split squat burns 1 calorie. It doesn't, but let's say it did, right? Let's assume that going all the way down and all the way up burns 1 calorie. It doesn't, it's less than that. But if I did that, but I only went halfway down and alternated, I now have to do twice as many of those in the same amount of time to have done the same amount of work and get a similar muscle burn or what have you, right? So just think about that when you're working. There's a whole lot of other technical jargon, and I'm simplifying this a whole lot, but you know, it's what it is. There's no cheating, you're either able to do this work or you're not, right? That's gonna determine your level of fitness. How much work can you do versus your body weight? If you weigh 400 pounds and you can only lift 200 pounds, then that means your body weight to work ratio is 2 to 1. All right, but now let's say you only focus on losing weight. So you were 400 pounds and you can lift 200 pounds. If you go from 400 pounds that you weigh down to 200 pounds, but now you can only lift 100 pounds, you are no more fit than you were at 400 pounds, all right? Because it's about those ratios. So if you're 400 and you can lift 200, if you drop down to 200 and can lift 200, you are now like twice as fit. And it's okay, you know, maybe you're 400 and you can lift 200. Let's say you go down to 300 and you can lift like 190 or 180. You lose a little bit, okay, fine. Maybe you get down to 200 and you're at like 175. All right, that's way better than when you started, right? And then you can possibly think about building, you know, you can, hey, I'm gonna stay at 175 to 200 body weight, Now I'm gonna think about going from 200 to 210 to 225, so on and so forth, right? Gonna stop it there. What I want you, whatever workout you're going to do next, whatever it is, working with a dumbbell, working with an object, find out how much that object weighs, record how many times you were able to move that object and how long you did it. Maybe you said, I'm gonna set the timer for 30 minutes. I'm gonna set the timer for 45 minutes. I'm gonna work out for an hour. Write down how many times total. Whether you write it down per exercise or you just write it down, you make a little hash mark, say, hey, I did 10 squats. All right, that's 10 reps. I did another 8 squats, ooh, that's 8. And then I did 5 overhead presses because, ooh, I can't do as much with my arms as I can do with my legs, so on and so forth. So you have to keep, for this to work, you either A, have to keep the weight consistent, or you're gonna have to do a bunch of math the entire way. So if you do squats with 50 pounds and you do 10 reps, and you gotta do 50 times 10. If you do another thing with like 30 pounds, then you gotta do 30, you have to add up all of the pounds. Here I'm saying, hey, all you gotta do is add up all the reps, multiply that, and you will get your volume. Multiply all of your reps by however much your thing weight. So I know if I did 100 reps of an exercise and I know that I did it with 30 pounds total, I did 3,000 pounds, right? I take that 3,000 pound number, I divide it by my body weight at that time, and that's gonna give me my ratio of workload to body weight, and will give me an idea of my fitness level, and give me a starting point relative to future progress. All right, so okay, this went on longer than I thought it was. All right, so do that. Do your workout, whatever it's going to be. Record your numbers, and then text me, reach out to me, email me, call me, whatever, and then we can discuss your results and answer any questions that you may have. But just remember, stay safe. Don't try to push yourself. Don't try to aim for some incredibly high number. Just record where you're at, and just know that you're going to try to improve upon that the next time. All right. So that's it for now. Ray Reese, Anytime Fitness, Chestnut Hill. As a reminder, we've got that virtual training. We have the 21-day challenge. We have virtual small group training, virtual team training, and we have one-on-one personal training live. All right. Reach out to me with any questions. Reach out to me even with you want to brag and be like, oh snap, I did some dope stuff. Reach out to me, brag, be proud of your progress. All right. Ray Reese, Anytime Fitness, Chestnut Hill. See ya. Bye-bye.